and welcome back on this very wet and thankfully not cold day. I wanted to talk to you today a little bit about pain and damp, because I know a lot of people say, oh, when this weather gets damp and wet, my pain gets worse. And you often wonder why that would be the case. And as many of us are aware now that here in northern New South Wales and southeast Queensland, we're having terrible floods and rain. And not only does it increase a lot of people's pain, but it also increases anxiety, which in itself can exacerbate our pain. So at the moment, there are many of us that could be experiencing more pain than usual, which is really not very nice. So why does that happen? Why is it that the wet weather, the damp weather, can cause more pain? And there's actually a very simple explanation for that, that when there is a rainstorm and the atmospheric pressure drops, our body detects the change, and then our soft tissue can swell up. And as that soft tissue swells up, our joints expand and contract. And with that comes inflammation, and can cause cause the nerves to be irritated, which in itself causes more pain. And I'm certainly finding that nerve pain is increased over the last few weeks with regard to, in relation to this wet weather. And I've never really thought about it that much before, but now I understand why. When that nerve is irritated because of the inflammation, because of the expansion and contraction of our joints as a result of the weather. And I guess it's a bit like a piece of wood that expands and contracts when it's wet. It's an awful visual, isn't it? But I reckon that's a little bit what's happening for us. So if you think about the fact that wood expands and contracts in the damp weather, our muscles and joints do as well. And of course, the nerves are all connected. So it's not surprising that if we are susceptible to nerve pain, this weather actually makes it worse. So what can we do about it? I think the most important thing, obviously, is to try and stay as dry and as warm as we can. And, the comfort of a hot water bottle is always fabulous, for genuinely kind of warming us up, but also for the comfort of that. And that releases our, oxytocin and our serotonin and endorphins, which also helps to release happiness chemicals to help us manage the pain better. So, in this very wet times, know that your pain is real, and we know that our pain is real anyway, but it's always interesting to understand what causes increased pain. And so try and stay as warm and as dry as you possibly can. And remember, other people might really be struggling at the moment, either through the anxiety of the floods and the rain or the pain or anything. So make sure you stay in contact with your friends and your family and your neighbours. Touch base. It's always lovely to know that somebody cares. That makes us feel better too. And please don't go out unless you have to if the weather is bad, and do not ever drive through floods. All right. Take care, look after yourself. Until next time, be safe, be well, be warm. Bye for now.